What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Twisted Life of TV. You are here for another PNTV. That's Poetry's News and Twisted Views. All right, I'm going to try to give y'all some content at least twice a week, y'all. That's what I'm trying to do. So I figure I'd go ahead and talk about a little bit of this information. Everything I'm going to talk about today is off the top of my dome. I don't have any notes. A lot of it is opinion based, but I'll let you know when it is my opinion, because I'll say it's my opinion. So if I'm incorrect about any information, please drop it in the comment section, but make sure if you corrected me with facts, okay? I don't have any RIPs that I can think of. None that I am like. I know there was an actor who passed, but I can't remember his name. So it's not somebody that I'm really familiar with. I can't remember his name, but I think he was really popular because I remember seeing a whole lot of news channels talk about it. But anywho, the only RIP that I can remember is fucking democracy. That's the only RIP I can remember is democracy. If y'all are unaware, the big ugly bill passed last night. No, not last night. 2 nights ago, July 3rd, it passed. And the felon in charge signed off on it yesterday on what would be America's Independence Day. It was how you signing off everybody's rights, everybody's liberties on the day that they supposedly gained independence. But that's what the whole thing was about. He had to put on a big freaking show. That's why I said, I thought all that back and forth with the Senate saying we're going to send it back to the House. That was a setup. They wanted specifically for it to be on July 4th that they were taking away y'all rights. So it's been passed. They didn't revise any of the changes. The changes that made it worse. They didn't revise any of that shit. They left it as is, and now y'all have the big ugly bill that we all got to deal with. The House Democrats, when they signed the bill or when they voted for the bill, they was laughing and chuckling, at our demise and what power that they believed that they were getting, like their little dicks was getting hard and their nipples was getting hard, that type of shit. And then they played YMCA. That was their soundtrack, to their victory stroll, the YMCA. And they said that they're YMCA. Girl, bye. Okay, and the felon in charge decided to sign the bill outside on the White House lawn. It was a whole big spectacle. That's the whole reason all that back and forth was going on anyway. Like I said, them doggone Republicans wanted that bill anyway. There was four who actually sided with the Democrats that went against it, but the rest of their mugs, even the ones who the rest of the mugs said yes, they want to take away everybody's rights. And so they have. And so they did. And even though we talked a little bit about the changes in the live the other day, we didn't go in detail. I pretty much stayed on 2 topics. There were so many topics in that bill that it's going to really negatively affect American citizens, the economy, healthcare, so many things in that bill that is going to put a strain on people. And I know I posted up a video, AOC was talking about it. People out here is like, yeah, he gave us no tax on tips. That caps off at $25,000. So if you earn over $25,000, your tips are being taxed. In addition to the fact that if you make under $50,000, you're going to be in a higher tax bracket. They're increasing your actual taxes. So even if you're under $25,000 and you're not getting taxed on tips, your actual wages that you did earn is going to be taxed at a higher rate, dumbass. But y'all voted for that shit. Speaking of shit and voting for it, national parks across America are being negatively affected by the budget cuts that was put a place on the forestry industry. I forgot what they call the people who take care of the state and national parks. The forestry department, yes. Because of DOGE and the other budget cuts they have implemented, they don't have the budget to maintain picking up the trash and emptying out the toilets in the nationwide parks. Most of them are like on septic tanks or pumps and things like that because they're part of national parks, so it's not no install plumbing going through the system like, would be at your house. So they have to have people come out and pump the shit out. They have to have people come out and clean the toilets up. They have to have people come out and put toilet paper and paper towels, or make sure the hand blowers are working properly. They need money for that. But the budgets were cut. And so there's a lot of parks, I believe, and this is nationwide, that have locked their bathrooms because the toilets and the vaults and stalls are full with sewage. So if you're traveling across America, you like to do road trips like sometimes I like to do, and you stop at rest areas to go use the bathroom, don't expect to go. Don't expect to go. Because the Trump administration has crapped on the forestry's budget, you can't take a crap in the toilets. And speaking of that, let's go on to Philadelphia with the crap and the trash and all that junk, and who not getting paid to do what. There is a strike going on in Philadelphia right now. I think we're on day 4 or 5 with the trash department. It's over wages and fair treatment and things of that nature. And the city is dead set on not paying them or not improving their working conditions. So the garbage haulers went on strike, child. And it is trash all over the fucking city. They're lining them up on the curbs. The mayor even came out and said, don't put the trash out there at all. What they supposed to do, keep it in their fucking houses? No. So it's trash everywhere, just lining the streets of Philadelphia. That's drawing bugs. That's drawing rodents, and it looks nasty and it stinks. Which, you get those trash with different bodily fluids, because people got used condoms thrown up in there and drug needles, all kind of stuff. All that stuff circulating and matriculating in the air. You get run the risk of tuberculosis and all kind of stuff. Little kids out there playing in it, cut themselves on some glass, and it's just nasty. Dogs turn them open, and then it's flies, it's maggots, and all that stuff. That's the type of shit that's going on right now in Philadelphia. So I think the city put out some dumpsters, and you have some local points where you could take your trash over to these dumpsters. So they basically want you to service yourself. I don't even know if they taking the trash bill, the charge off of people's bills. Like here in Orlando, it's included in my water bill. But if they stop picking up the trash, I bet you they ain't gonna deduct it off my damn bill. They still gonna have me at that charge on there. So I wonder if they still gonna be charging these people too. So it's just trash all over Philadelphia. It's supposed to be the city of brotherly love. There ain't no love being shown there. Except for LL Cool J. Ladies love Cool James. See, they had a festival, the Wawa gas station, for those of y'all who are on the East Coast. Wawa Festival was happening for the 4th of July celebration up there in Philadelphia. And when LL Cool J learned of the strike, he backed out of the festival. He said he's not going to perform. Him performing is like crossing the fucking picket line, and he ain't going to do it. And also, Jasmine Sullivan, she's from Philly. She also said, not on my watch. So she also backed out of the festival. But who performed? JoJo. Alvaro Diaz. I don't know who the fuck he is, but that's who performed as well. DJ, Mr. Hollywood DJ. That ain't Pitbull, is it? Because I know they call themselves Mr. Hollywood. And some of these rappers and singers and stuff be DJing as well. That ain't who that is it? They still performed for this festival. I don't know who else, but it was supposed to be, and others. I don't know who else performed. But they don't give a fuck about the citizens of Philadelphia. They don't care about what the people stand, because the people are standing with the trash workers. And the mayor, she's saying she don't give a fuck what we talking about or what they talking about. And if this causes her to be a one-time mayor, then so be it. Speaking of so be it, y'all. This is so random. Pusha T and his brother, Malice, who is going by the name of No Malice, is just dropping an album after 9 years. I don't know if y'all ever listened to their music before, but these brothers can rap. They are so metaphorically gangster with their shit. I don't know how many different ways you can say that I sell dope or that I have sold dope. But they have found a new way to say it in every doggone song and every doggone verse. They got a new album out, but there's a song out called So Be It that they put out that I know it's dissing Travis Scott. People say they dissing Kanye too. I wasn't sure if there was an actual diss to Kanye, but I know he was having some type of tension with Kanye. Anywho, that album is, just from the tracks I've heard on YouTube, so far. But when I heard So Be It, I bought the fucking album. I still get albums, like records, albums that I put on the turntable. I still get them. So when I say album, that's what I mean. Yeah, I get it on 11th, child. I get it on the 11th. It's coming out. And I'm going to be rocking to the Clips new joint, because that shit's fire. So be it. Okay. I wasn't even supposed to be talking about that. I was supposed to be talking about something else. But since I'm onto the music thing, Diddy, Sean Puffy Combs. He got off. Like I was saying in the live the other night, I did not feel that they proved their case. They spent too much time on the domestic violence. They spent too much time on the physical abuse of people and not enough time on the doggone actual charges. His prosecutors or his lawyers did not even bother to call up one single witness in his defense. Not anybody testified on behalf of Sean Puffy Combs, including Sean Puffy Combs. Nobody testified. After the prosecution rested their case, so did the doggone defendants. And the most serious charges, like the sex trafficking and the RICO charges, those were the ones that he was found not guilty on. They filed guilty charges on the prostitution charges. And the prostitution charges were basically in regards to him prostituting Cassie Ventura and him prostituting another young lady who went by the name of Jane Doe, who we believe Jane Doe to be 50 Cent's ex-girlfriend or 50 Cent's baby mama. During the course of the case, when Jane Doe got on the stage, a lot of people who was reporting on it, coming outside to report on it, they mentioned that's who it was. So I don't know for a fact, but I believe that's who Jane Doe is. So Puffy was found guilty of prostituting them. So all the prostitutes that he hired, he didn't get a charge for them. And that wasn't part of the charges at all. I mean, it didn't apply to these charges. The prostitution charges is if you are forcing somebody into a sex worker life and you are gaining something from it other than your own personal sexual pleasure. The prostitutes that he hired was for his own personal sexual pleasure. So that's why he got those two charges. Now, there is no minimum sentencing on these charges, which means he could very well walk. The judge could say he's already did time served and he can go the fuck home. Now, I do not believe that's going to be the case. Because they did offer for him to have a $1 million bail that he was going to pay with house arrest restrictions or have you, while he waits sentencing, and the judge turned that down. So he is still reprimanded into the prison system. He's still there. He didn't get to fucking go home, and his sentencing date is in October. So he's gonna sit his black ass in jail until then, and hopefully the judge does not go soft on him, because he could get up to 10 years per charge. So he's looking at up to 20 years. But again, there is no minimum on these charges. They could very well say he's done time served for the months that he's already been in jail. And I hate to say that I told y'all, but I felt it. Because I was like, why are we discussing so much about him beating up Cassie, him blowing up Kid Cudi's car, the threats he's made against people that has nothing to do with the fucking charges? I kept saying that, but I'm not a legal beagle. And I wasn't watching my normal legal beagles that I watch on YouTube to find out what their opinions were. But that's just what my opinion was. And now the proof is in the pudding, child. The proof is in the pudding. What else we have? So, yesterday was the 4th of July. a day supposedly celebrating the independence of the United States of America from Britain, while at the same time we are now being succumbed, is that the right word? Forced into a life of non-independence from the Trump regime. That's what the way I'm gonna say it. And there was several protests held nationwide. A lot of them small, far and few, but protests indeed, against Independence Day. I seen a lot of black people going around saying happy 15th day after Juneteenth. I wouldn't say happy anything to anybody. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I was mad at the people who were sending me happy Independence Day text messages. When the fuck did we start that shit? The first time anybody ever sent that to me was one of my white coworkers. I thought it was a white thing. But the person who sent it to me, or one of the people that sent it to me this time, was a black person. I was like, since when did we start sending out 4th of July texts? I used to post it on my page. I did. I used to put up happy 4th of July, you know, for all those who still celebrate things of that nature. But I wouldn't even do none of that shit at this particular point, because what's happy about it at this point? We are being ruled and dominated by a fucking tyrant. And they signed off on that big ugly bill shit that's going to make it more permanent, which is basically Project 2025 and its Agenda 47, all wrapped in a tight ass bun around our goddamn throat. Why am I saying happy 4th of July for anybody? Because we ain't independent right now. We are not independent of this fucking government that's meant to hold us the fuck down. I think my camera is dropping because I see more of my boobies than I do my face. Okay. So yeah, so there was a lot of protests going on. So because of the protests and things of that nature, and still ICE raids happening, and they plan to do ICE raids at these protests, Gavin Newsom in California decided to cancel out any 4th of July celebrations. So anything that was planned by the city or in the state, they were supposed to cancel them. I don't know how that went over, if that actually happened. I do know that they are still protesting in the streets in LA. Matter of fact, there was even, I told you my daughter went to a convention that's there in LA, and there was a possible bomb threat at her convention. It's a fucking power outage in my neighborhood. Son of a bitch. Is that what that just said? A power outage? Don't tell me I ain't got no fucking power in my house. How do I get to my messages? No, I want to see the messages. It's too early in the day for me to like go to the movies or something like that. Messages. Play it loud. Duke Energy. A power outage has been identified. Son of a bitch made motherfucker.
A citizen can...
Yeah, power outage. Son of a bitch. Why we got a power outage? It ain't no storm. It ain't nothing like that. Because this motherfucker in my damn way. Fucking power outage. Okay, so I gotta go home and feed the animals and... Oh, I got portable fans. I bought portable fans the last time. I bought portable fans about a month ago, so I can prepare for the hurricane season when the power goes out. I need to tighten it back up. Alright, it tight, it didn't work. Okay, so yeah, shit. Speaking of fucking power outages, damn, all my little PNTV just flowing right into each other today. Shit. So speaking of power outages, if y'all watched my Traveling Talk the other day, I talked about the fact, all the issues that my daughter was having getting to LA, and how when her plane was redirected into Vegas, that they couldn't land. They kept circling around the town, and it was like 33 airplanes on the tarmac when they finally did land her flight, and she couldn't get out of there, and her bags got lost. Well, apparently there was a windstorm that blew through Vegas. And this video, I'll probably try to find one and then repost it and share it here on in the shorts so y'all can see it. Why he riding so close up on my car? Y'all see that red truck? Why he riding so close up on my car? went down. They fell like dominoes. And it's one person that's driving. I'm not sure why he recorded, but he's recording while he's driving. And the power lines just cover his freaking car while he was driving. So by the time my daughter, this happened just a few hours before my daughter's plane arrived in Las Vegas. It happened like that Wednesday night, and that Thursday morning is when her plane got there. So, like, for hours after the lines went down, there was definitely live power lines on top of people's vehicles with people still trapped into the vehicle. And this is one of the reasons why the planes could not land, why the planes were circling the air, because they didn't have any resolution at the time her flight came in. It's a pretty ass ugly dog over here. Pugs. Pugs are so ugly, but they so cute at the same time. And he just got his head out the window like, wee. Anywho, child. Yeah. So that's what was going on when she went to Vegas, or while she was being delayed. And luckily, her flight doesn't come back through. Oh, it does come back through Vegas. Oh my God, she's gonna have problems again. She's gonna have problems again. Her flight gotta come back through Vegas. We go to Vegas in a few weeks. I wonder how it's gonna be when we get there. That's gonna be wild. Child, well, anywho, speaking of wild, I forgot that I had HBO Max, which means I can stream Sinners right now. I don't have to wait to get the DVD in the mail. I can stream Sinners right now, y'all. And so if y'all want to watch Sinners tonight, and you have a membership here on YouTube, you can watch Sinners tonight, because I'm going to watch it tonight on the Discord channel around 9 p.m. If you are not a member and you don't want to support my channel by getting the membership, you can still watch it with me for free on Tuesday. I'm still keeping the Tuesday date, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as well. I'll play it again for everybody that's in the Discord that already has accepted an invite into the Discord. I am not going to put up a new video link. So if you can't find an active link, then it wasn't meant for you to be in it. That's how I feel about it. Or if you can't find the lounge via going on to Discord already and finding my account, that's the only way you're going to get in. But it's free. It's free. So if you got HBO Max, you can stream it for free right now via HBO Max. If you are ALS, how you do S in Spanish? Not Spanish, sign language. They have an ALS version on there, I saw on HBO Max. And then they got a paid version. I don't know what the paid version is for. Yeah, I don't know what the paid version is for. So anywho, child. So I'm gonna do that tonight. I watched Spanish Princess episodes 3 and 4 Thursday night. I didn't see anybody coming to the stream. So I don't know. I guess I continue this season by I'll come back Sunday, and if I come on Sunday and I again don't get anybody 3 times, I'm not gonna keep putting it up on her. I can watch it on my own. I don't need y'all to watch it with me. I can watch it on my own. I had put up the Team America movie that we talked about in the live. Whether or not y'all wanted me to do a live showing of it, or you just want me to do a recap on it. I think only one person responded to me, and they said just do a recap. Because it was only one person that responded, I don't even think it's worth me doing a recap at all. And if I do a recap for one person, I love you, but still. I feel like it's something I'm missing that I was going to talk about. Power lines, protests, 4th of cancel, Diddy, the restrooms, trash in Philly. Oh, there were some shootings that happened in Philly too. Some on 4th of July night, some bar got shot up. I think it was a bar. 3 people was shot and 11 people injured. The numbers may have changed since the last time I read it. In addition to, I'm not sure if it's at one of the festivals or if it was one of the protests, some man ran over 10 people in Philly. You're not showing the brotherly love. You're not showing the brotherly love. What is going on? Why is my screen dark? My screen just went dark. What the fuck is that about? I know you still are. Anyway, child, this has been PNTV, Poetry's News and Twisted Views. Thank you for riding with me. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. And if you say are on the Discord and you're in the VIP, I'll see you in that tonight when we watch Sinners. Peace.